That was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my entire life. What is up, guys? My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. And the Eagles just got that ass waxed by the Minnesota Vikings. Where do I even start? Kirk Cousins turned into Joe freaking Montana against this putrid, sad excuse for a secondary I've ever seen in my life. I mean, how are they this bad? How are they this bad? And you know what, man? It's not just talent level. It's not just that we have guys that couldn't guard a high school wide receiver literally down the freaking street from my house. It's effort. These guys don't care. They don't care. I've never seen anything like it in my life. If you get beat because the other guy's better than you and you tried your heart out, that's one thing. But when you stop when the ball's in the air, or when a receiver beats you, catches the ball, and you have a chance to at least dive and attempt a shoestring tackle, and you stop running because you gave up on the play, it's pathetic. They don't try, and they don't care. Where's the play with Rasul Douglas where he gets beat by Stefan Diggs, and he just stops running? He says, you know what, I got beat, I'm done. My high school coach would have drugged me off the field by my face mask if I quit on a play like that. There's another play where Stefan Diggs and Adam Thielen are both wide open down the field behind the secondary. Stefan Diggs and Adam Thielen, the two players that you're supposed to be defending. Who else? Who else are you defending? Who else are you guarding on that offense besides Adam Thielen and Stefan Diggs? Who else? What are all 11 guys doing if they're not guarding Adam Thielen and Stefan Diggs? I told people I wasn't going to make this video because I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. See, when I made the video saying we're going to pound the Vikings, it was me trying to be positive. It was me trying to put some positive energy into the air and say, you know what? No, we're going to come out and play the way we should play, and we're going to crush this team. We're going to crush Kirk Cousins. And I was trying to be positive and put some positive thinking in it, but I was lying to myself. This team doesn't have it. This secondary is so bad and so outmatched and so... They don't. There's no effort. They don't care. Sidney Jones is toast. Sidney Jones lives in a toaster. And Ronald Darby is still in the toaster. He's injured, but he's still there because he lives there too. So when he comes back, he's going to be toast also. And when the Green Goblin comes back, he's going to be toast too because he stinks just like the rest of them. Stop posting pictures of the Green Goblin on Facebook saying, oh, when Jalen Mills comes back. When Jalen Mills comes back. Shut up. He's not good. How many years have we missed cornerbacks in the draft? We drafted Sidney Jones in the second round with a torn Achilles. I'm sorry, but if you research torn Achilles, people don't come back from that and play like they used to. He's done. It's sad. He was great in college. It's really sad that he's not going to be great in the NFL because of an injury that happened at Pro Day, but he's done. Doug Peterson was a product of Frank Reich. It's the last time I'm going to say it. Doug Peterson was clearly a product of Frank Reich. Because as soon as he left, Doug Peterson reverted to his old days, which was Andy Reid's understudy, which means he's an idiot who calls stupid plays on an NFL football field. Andy Reid was the best drafting talent evaluator, team builder guy I've ever seen in my life. But when it came down to calling plays and managing a game and balancing run versus the pass and managing the clock and challenges and timeouts, he sucks. And Doug Peterson is Andy Reid. He got lucky in 2017 because Frank Reich basically told him, hey dude, I think I know what I'm doing here, here, and here. And Doug was humble enough to listen to him, where Andy Reid would have just took the thing and done his own thing anyway, like he used to do with what's-his-name back in the day. I don't remember our offensive coordinator's name from 2004 or 5, but you get the point. Doug Peterson's a little more humble than Andy Reid and listened. But now, he's calling all the plays, and he's stinking the place up. It smells like hot garbage on the field when Doug... This guy said in his brain, you know what? People don't like when I go for it on fourth down. I always get ripped. So instead of going for it on fourth down, I'm going to run a fake field goal with 5'2", 97-pound soccer player Jake Elliott. Are you serious? I can't even, I'm just going to talk now because I can't even yell anymore. This stuff's hilarious to me at this point. That's why I wish it would have been 40-0 at halftime, because I was coming to grips with the fact that this game was over and this team is nothing. Then we started to make a little bit of a push, got my hopes back into it. I said, here we go. They're going to make it a game and I'm going to get stressed out and I got to watch the whole thing and they're going to blow it at the end. Look what happened. He ran a fake field goal with Jake Elliott. First of all, if Jake Elliott gets hit by an NFL player, he will die on the field. You understand what I'm saying here? Jake Elliott is a soccer player. He's not a football player. Why would you ever put someone like that in position to make an NFL play on a football field? You got to be out of your freaking mind, dude. The guy's a midget. And you're going to run a play for him to throw the football? I don't even think he can hold a football with his hand. Once again, Carson Wentz is back here making play after 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 play. Running for his life in the pocket, ducking defenders, pump faking defenders, just making ridiculous plays that he should not be able to make. But when it comes down to it, he's hitting receivers in the hands, and they're dropping the ball. He's hitting Zach Ertz in the hands. He's dropping the ball. He's throwing long balls to Nelson Aguilar, who can't track a football. He's looking into the sky. He has no clue where it is. I think he's following a blimp or an airplane or something. He doesn't know where the football is ever. The play down the sideline to Nelson Aguilar that should have been passing interference that wasn't called, I'm not even going to yell at the referees for that, because a really good receiver plays through contact and puts his hands up and makes a play on the ball. Nelson Aguilar gets a little bit of a push from the defender, throws his arms in the air, and falls over and looks at the referee. You know what? You're playing like James Harden. This ain't the NBA. You're not going to get a free throws for that. Ortega-Whiteside and Mac Hollins are worthless. You might as well have me out there on the field because they're doing absolutely nothing. I haven't seen Mac Hollins or Ortega-Whiteside get open in weeks. In weeks. They don't ever get open. There's not a single play where you're like, oh, Mac Hollins ran a nice route and got a 10-yard completion. Never. It doesn't happen. If I went out there right now, I would do nothing. And that's what these guys are doing. They're doing nothing. This is my last Eagles video of the year. I promise you. I'm only covering the Sixers for the rest of the year. I swear to God. Doug Peterson's play calling is horrible. Our secondary is the worst secondary I've ever seen in my entire life. Our receivers can't get open, can't catch the ball. Carson Wentz is back there doing everything he possibly can, and his team's just falling apart around him. I mean, if I was Carson Wentz, I'd probably ask for a trade at this point. I'd be like, dude, listen, I'm 25. I got a lot of talent. This team sucks. Let me out of here. Make a little bit of a push. Wentz completes a 4th and 15. Because that's what he does. When he backed up in the pocket on 4th and 15, I said he's going to complete this because that's what Carson Wentz does. He gets me to the edge, and then he pulls out magic when it matters most. And he completed a 4th and 15. And the next play or a couple plays later or something, he made a perfect throw to Zach Ertz. He caught the ball, and he fumbled it. How many times is this going to happen to Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz believes in Jesus. He believes in God. He's very religious, but the football gods hate him. Like Aaron Rodgers said one day, God and football have nothing to do with each other. Clearly they don't, because God's just sitting back watching Carson Wentz like, sorry, bro, can't help you. Pray as much as you want. I can't help you. I'm just going to sit here and watch. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. Do we have any shot at turning this thing around? Do we have any shot whatsoever at turning this around? I don't see it. This is not a Super Bowl team, obviously. This isn't even a playoff team. Tell me in the comments, what do we need to do to get this back on track and actually show up against the Dallas Cowboys, who just lost to the stinking Jets? But I'm not here to talk crap on the Cowboys. We suck too. The whole NFC East sucks. Anyone can win it now. Crap, the freaking Redskins might come back and win it. What do we have to do to get this together? Let me know in the comments, man. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to hear me yell about Philly sports all the time. My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Peace.